Well, guys, January 1st is the day that New York City is going to change. A new regime is coming in and led by the communist Zoran Mamdani, who won the mayoral election in New York City. And it really wasn't close, guys. He got over 50% of the vote. And what's most concerning, guys, is that the majority of people that actually voted for him weren't even native-born New Yorkers. I don't even believe they were like native-born American citizens. Yes, because native-born New Yorkers actually voted for the bad Democrat. But on the campaign trail, though, guys, Zoran Mamdani made no bones about it, guys. He wanted to implement his cultural Marxist policies, his racial Marxism, folks. This man doesn't like white people. And he wanted to tax white people. You know what, guys? We know that this definitely is unconstitutional. Definitely is. But he didn't care, man. Marxists really don't care. Now, on the surface, will he actually be able to tax white people just because they're white? No. Unconstitutional. However, I do believe, man, these communists, man, they're going to use other tactics to tax white people. I say this, man, if you actually love New York City, it's falling. Get out of there. Get out of there. It's going to be over with. Now, we do know a lot of his communist agenda can't be implemented without the help of Kathy Hochul. Now, Kathy Hochul is between a rock and a hard place, folks, because she's up for re-election, and the far left, I believe, is going to primary her. So she may be thinking, you know what? In order to keep my job, I need to give Zoran Mamdani something. And that's going to be bad for the people, man. Absolutely bad for the people. Zoran Mamdani wants to tax white people. He even said it, guys. Now, we actually have some news here, guys, because Zoran Mamdani has now been hit with a $100 million lawsuit for his racist Marxism votes. Let's get into it. Here we go. Right over here. It says here, breaking. New Yorker Jake Lang just served Zoran Mamdani with a massive $100 million lawsuit for planning to tax white residents far more for his socialist programs. Yeah. Now, I thought that Zoran Mamdani is going to make everything free, right? You know, like free buses and all that stuff. Ridiculous. I can't believe people actually fell for this, man. Let's go ahead and watch this clip. Here we go.
So, you just made a major move. It's a bigger move than Letitia James. And you're going after Zoran Mamdani, Mamkami. How are you going after him?
Mamkami, I like that.
Zoran Mamdani is a racist. He hates white people. And he has officially put on his campaign website, and now being the mayor-elect, he's talking about taxing white New Yorkers at a higher rate than other people simply for the color of their skin. The only problem with that is there's something called the Civil Rights Act, and there's also something called the 14th Amendment, which guarantees equal protection under the law for all Americans. And so this racist, this anti-white racist is going to feel the constitutional long arm of the law come back and slap him now and try to see how he can run from his own statements he's made and the plans he's planning to enact as mayor of New York City. This is ridiculous. It's really egregious. And every New Yorker, every white New Yorker that voted for him, what were you guys thinking? How could you do that?
When it comes to the white New Yorkers voting for him, definitely some of the rich people. But I've talked about this before, man. These people, man, they have white guilt. Yes, the white guilt liberals, man, they are the worst. The absolute worst, man. They feel bad for the color of their skin. and they think that like quote unquote black and brown people, that we like little pets and we need to be on leash with them. They need to guide us. That's the way they feel. And I believe that the white liberal that actually thinks that way, they are the worst.
Yeah, Zoran literally said, I'm going to want to tax white people, right? We're going to pay for these social programs, all this free handout garbage with the money of white people.
And realize there's a policy proposal that says
Yeah,
your
look
plan,
at
and
this.
I'm going to quote it for folks, is to shift the tax burden from overtaxed homeowners in the outer boroughs to more expensive homes in richer and whiter neighborhoods. Explain why you are bringing race into your tax proposal.
That is just a description of what we see right now. It's not
He's not even denying it, folks.
driven by race. It's more of an assessment of what neighborhoods are being undertaxed versus overtaxed.
It's ridiculous, right? It's going to be the white neighborhoods he goes after to fund all these programs. So what exactly did you do today?
Well, we've actually served Zoran Mamdani this $100 million lawsuit. My organization, Federal Watchdog, has filed this in the Southern District of New York. And it's crazy because in his own acceptance speech, he thanked, Yemenis bodega owners and Uzbek nurses and all these immigrants, but he never mentioned the white New Yorkers that built New York City, the Irish, the Polish, the Italians, the Jewish people who are the backbone of New York City. And he has specifically said he's going to steal the wealth out of those neighborhoods and give it to all the EBT card holding, all the social program and social welfare holding, Black, Spanish, Muslim New Yorkers that unfortunately do not go to work every day, but rely upon these socialistic, opportunistic programs. And this is heinous. This is exactly how you get a massive exodus out of New York City.
Yep.
I can't believe we're living in days where the people, the white Americans that built this great city of New York, are now becoming second-class citizens. It almost seems like, like a new civil rights movement. White New Yorkers are now forced to sit on the back of the bus. And this is kind of like a Rosa Parks scenario again, where white New Yorkers being discriminated against have to stand up for themselves and demand justice.
Okay, so $100 million is what you're seeking. Are there any other parties to this lawsuit, or is it just you as a native New Yorker? Because you're a native
New Yorker and landowner in New York. But what makes this really interesting is Federal Watchdog, my organization, is actually opening up this lawsuit. And we have just put together a website. You can go on fedwatchdog.org and you can sign up right there. If you are a New Yorker and you're a homeowner, or you live in a white neighborhood in New York and you're worried about you being taxed more simply because of the color of your skin, please sign up on our website. We're opening this litigation up and going to turn it into a massive civil lawsuit where anybody can join in to make sure that your rights are not infringed upon by this radical invader Muslim extremist.
Yeah, so you guys heard that right there. New York is falling, guys. It is falling. 2026 is going to be a bad year for New York City. A bad year. Zoran Mamdani, man, is not going to bring down costs. Socialist policies like he's actually pushing do not work. This man is a race Marxist too, man. We already know about the economic Marxists, but this guy also a masked off race Marxist, a race communist, folks. Not even deny. You guys saw in that clip. He says that's what we're seeing right now. He wants to tax people because they're white. Definitely unconstitutional. Folks, I want to be real, man. I believe we actually need to ban people who weren't native-born U.S. citizens from running for office. I'm dead serious. I'm talking about on both sides, Democrats and Republicans. We already do it for the president. If you're going to run for president, you need to be a native-born U.S. citizen. I think that needs to be the case for all elected officials, local, state, and federal. Because one thing, man, we definitely seen these leftists, their ties aren't with the U.S. They're pledging loyalty to other countries. Even Zoran Mamdani, man, in his first speech, I gotta find it too, man. I should have actually brought it up. Maybe that'd actually be another video or something today, where he was talking about pretty much other cultures, not American culture, not American society. He's basically speaking to people that pretty much don't want to assimilate into American society. And this is a problem. I hope that this $100 million lawsuit succeeds. Will it? I'm not really sure. But this guy right here, his policies are anti-American and discriminatory. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.